Welcome to F1 Race Stars. Like all good games, this is locked to 720p. Yeah, that's right, even in the menus, there's no way around it. And also, not enough people care about this game for anyone to have developed a fucking hack or a mod to get around this. I looked at the NE file, I looked at the files, I couldn't find anything. I'm quite dumb. But yes, so making most of the PC version, Codemasters made this. This is actually an alright game. It's just a kart racer with the F1 license. Don't know why. I imagine Cody's were making a kart racing game, and one of their teams was, and then one of the head honchos decided they needed to slap this license on so it would sell. And it didn't. So that worked out, didn't it? Let's do a championship, because, you know, I'm a winner. I think that was before. Oh, 2000cc. It's got a couple of novel features. They're not even good though. Like this game is good as a whole. It's perfectly fine. It's serviceable. It's decent. But what it brings to the table is not necessarily good, but it is somewhat original. So that's something. It occurs to me that in my last video, the audio of my voice was probably too low, that you couldn't hear it, and that's probably, if anything, a blessing in disguise. So you're welcome for that. It might be the case on this one. Who's to say? I don't know. I don't really listen to them. Check this out though. Look at this. Oh, let's skip to the cunts. Wait, this is a real sick part. Here it is. You, to you, to you, to you, to you, to you, to me. Exactly. How about that? That shit's sick. The turbo start on this one's a bit weird because you got more lights. It's supposedly just before the final meh. That's right, the meh. It doesn't have the Mario Kart jump and drift. So I don't know what that's called. It does have slipstreaming. Oh! It does have power-ups. It's a kart racer, what do you expect? Oh, you dirty cunts. It has fucking pit lanes for repairs. And they don't slow you down. So, you know, real Formula 1 could learn a thing or two from that, couldn't they? All this stopping the race bollocks. Just create some sort of magic force field that does the work for you. Silly English sports. They don't know what they're doing, do they? Oh, we changed his tyres in 0.1 second. Yeah, we could change it in 0.0 seconds if you had a fucking repairing force field, you bunch of twats. How about that? And Formula 1 shit, and anyone who watches it is a knobhead. So, how about that? The irony being, the only people that are likely to stumble across this video are fans of the Formula 1. Oh well. Now that I've completely dismissed them and alienated them, we cool guys can hang out together, right? Yeah, that's right. What was I going to say? Formula 1. Oh, Formula E! Formula E! Don't know a lot about it. I know that it's cool. Yeah, that's all I have to say. But no, it has a feature in it, if you want to call it that, whereby every driver, like everyone on Earth these days, has like a Twitter handle. And I think whoever gets the most tweets or retweets or something gets like a boost to their car. This is an actual fucking thing. I don't know how that works. Obviously, you know, there's an onboard computer in their car, and it's just assigned, I don't know, an extra bit of like brake horsepower's opened up or something. I don't know. That's incredible. That's so much more exciting than Formula 1. You Formula 1 people are wasting your lives. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. Insults. That's all these videos are anymore. That's all you're getting. Oops. I know Felipe Massa, I've heard those words before. Not gonna lie, did think he was a footballer, but that's not the case. Or it could be the case, maybe he did the Michael Jordan thing where he's crossed over. Michael Jordan, if you don't know, is a famous baseball player who dabbled in, I think he had to try in basketball one time. I don't think it went very well. Still, bless him for trying. Do you know what I mean? He was like a modern day Babe Ruth, and then he thought, bugger it, I'm gonna try a bit of ball handling, because why not? You know, like every English goalkeeper, he was secretly a closeted homosexual. That's fine. Tell me that's not true. Do you remember David Seaman? Have you seen the man's mustache? Yeah, that crumb catcher's what you call it to the kids. That fucking giant monstrosity is a cum catcher, son. Soaks up the drizzle so that he can go back to his wife and pretend that he's got a normal marriage. When secretly, you know, he's been having his way with another man. Also, his surname's Seaman, and he's got a massive cum catcher mustache. I'm sorry, but he's not even being subtle about it, was he? Bless his heart. Footballers, they are obviously awful people. We say that they're not, but, you know, they're all just like cunts, aren't they? They don't give any of their money to charity unless they're forced or there's some sort of PR event around it. Constantly cheating on their wives. You know, granted their wives are brainless, bimbos, but you gotta love the bimbos. They're hot and brainless. You should feel sorry for them. Other people with no brains, the autistic, that might be a somewhat controversial remark. We feel sorry for them and we cater to them accordingly. They should be catering to these awfully, awfully stupid hot girls. That's all I'm saying. Don't cheat on them. That's not very nice, is it? Ryan Giggs. Although, I've seen the women he cheated with. I can see why he might have done it. And he is Welsh, so, you know, how often do these opportunities really arise? Yeah, he's a millionaire, but also he's, you know, he's got fucking sheep wool on his cock. I mean, at some point, obviously he could pick it off, but, you know, he's been tainted. I don't know. I've considered sleeping with Ryan Giggs. Or any of the 1997 Manchester United team. A young David Beckham, for instance. No, I hated him. Squeaky little cunt. And he's still a squeaky little cunt, except now he's just like, I don't know. The way David Beckham's treated these days, he's basically become Zeus 2.0. Like he's some sort of fucking ancient Greek god. The Beckham. God of high-pitched feminine voice. You could like do one of those, you know, like in Sindel in Mortal Kombat 3, where she's like, and your head blows up. I feel like Beckham could do that. That could be his godly power, couldn't it? Yes, it could. Well, I'm glad you agree. You know, oh no. As you know, I prefer real sports, not these fixed ones like football. I prefer pro wrestling, a man's sport if ever there was one. Yeah. This game is so poorly optimised that it's fucking jumpy on my PC. Granted, I'm capturing footage, but fucking hell. That's a shame as well, because like I say, it's kind of fun. If I had kids, I probably wouldn't let them play this, but, you know. That's just me. That's because I want them to be sociable, unlike their father, who spent his youth and adult life on his own in a room playing games. Shouldn't do that. You should socialise with other people. Preferably other people your age. If you can't muster that, go for the elderly. They're in a home, they're on their own, and basically they can't escape, so you can force your company upon them. That's my advice to you. I have nothing against the elderly either. Although I do really hate when when young people do this really condescending thing where they're like, oh, I love old people, oh, they're so sweet. Fuck you. They're so sweet. You piece of garbage. You absolute piece of dog shit. They're old. They're not sweet, they might be sweet, but they're no more or less sweet than someone half their age. You condescending, self-righteous sack of shit. God. Such a rotten thing to say, isn't it? Also, that's stereotyping. It might be positive stereotyping to say all old people are sweet, but it can't be correct, can it? Think about it. Who's that bloke who had his, like, it always comes back to incest to me, doesn't it? Who's the bloke in England who had his, like, daughter locked up in a dungeon as a sex slave for like 30 years. That was a thing, wasn't it? Hans something? Okay, he's obviously not English. I don't know, Pretzel? Hans Pretzel. We're calling that temporarily. Placeholder name. Anyway, he was old and he was raping his daughter. Is he sweet? Hey, was he? Think about it. He always gave her a kiss on the cheek. He seemed lovely to me. Yeah, you're wrong. The man was a sick, perverted monster. As far as you know, most old people are sick, perverted monsters. You don't know what they do behind closed doors, apart from wince in pain. Not that that's funny, but it kind of is. It's kind of whatever. I don't know. I just don't like stereotypes, you know. And yet, I say that I do like stereotypes. That was a complete outright lie. They amuse me. I like the idea that all black people can dance, play bass, and have enormous penises, which is why I'll never date a black woman. A big dick's just gonna get in the way, honey. Just gonna get in the way. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if the people that watch these videos are even sane. Well, there's only 4 of them and I know they are. And to be fair, they are pretty sane. So. Good on ya. See, oh shit. Well, I've done poorly in this race. Oh dear God, I've done even worse. I've done poorly in this race, but there is the chance that I'll do even worse. Fucking hell, boys! Not even a podium finish. You raped me in the shitter. Oh my fucking word. Oh well. I mean, that's cool. You got, I don't want to say dynamic weather effects, but you've certainly got weather. It's probably routinely set to happen at that specific point in this specific lap. But that's pretty cool. Pit now to repair. You know I will, sugar. I'm in 10th. Why am I in 10th? God, I'm depressed. I hope you enjoy your choppy footage of this game. If you're anything like me though, you just leave it on in the background and listen to the book bang on. That's what I do. Horn in one window, angry video game nerd in the other. There's no crossover, just so we're clear. To be fair, I don't really know who the angry video game nerd is, I just know his name because he's, and I quote, famous. I saw one of these cunts, I think it was him, right, selling the scripts to his show on eBay. You you vile piece of shit! Good lord! What an asshole! What an absolute piece of shit! Like, how far up your own arse do you have to be to do that? Seriously. Proceeds go to charity? Of course they do. That way you can stroke your fucking ego and then stroke it again because you did it all for the charity. I did it all for the sick children. Fuck you. Burn yourself, you filthy animal. No wonder you're so angry all the time. It's secret fucking self-loathing because you're such a piece of shit. Anyway, let's not get angry about the angry video game nerd. Super boost jump, that sounds good to me. Let's play a little bit more F1 All-Stars because clearly it's bringing out my happy streak. Drinking more of my diet lemonade. That's a throwback to the last video. Ooh. Those of you that have been there since the beginning will recall my affinity for the carbonated beverage. Ah, tits, close, right. I don't have much to say about this game, it's just fun to play. I was actually playing it on PlayStation Now, Sony's PlayStation free streaming service on the PS4. It was a bit laggy, it was a bit of a mess, but you know, hey, it was playable. And it was a free trial, I would never pay for that dog shit service, but I don't know, I feel like if you had a PS, like, I don't know who that's for, right? If you've got a PS4, period, why would you want to play PS3 games? Or if you've got a PS4 and you can afford to spend 300 quid in a console, why don't you spend another 50, buy the PS3 and enjoy those games, like, lag-free? Like, so that service can't be for poor people, because they've already got a fucking £300 console. So I don't get it. And obviously you have to have high-speed internet to use it, so again, it's not for poor people. Is it just the enormous hassle of plugging in another console? Is that what we're trying to circumvent here? I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, fuck off. I think PlayStation Now does alright though, in spite of that. I don't know, in spite of the fact that it's a bit shit. It's always going to be shit though. It's not like it's a bad service. Just internet just isn't there yet. Like, people don't have the speed that's required, and you're not going to get lag free completely because you are streaming from some server in Japan or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. It's not ideal, is it? It's not like Netflix. That works. That makes sense. I don't know. Netflix and a chill, hey? I've never actually watched Netflix. I'm aware of what it is, but I'm also aware of a little thing called Pirate Bay. They offer a similar service at a fraction of the price. A fraction, I say! Is zero a fraction? Probably not. 0 over 0. There you go, fraction. I know maths. I want to know much, but I do know nothing. Oh, tits. Man, this game's kicking my ass. That DHL advert. I don't know who they are. They not. I know who DHL are. UBS. Are these real? I feel like these are companies only people who are interested in Formula 1 would know about, other than DHS. DHL. I don't remember. BHS. No, they just got shut down. Who knows what I'm talking about? Fuck off, boy, right. I don't know why, but you would be, but if you're interested in this game, it costs like £1. Maybe you have children. Maybe you're too cold-hearted to buy a Nintendo console and let them have a happy childhood. I don't know. I don't make the rules on your parenting. That's up to you. Kids still like Nintendo, don't they? I don't know. I have no interaction with children these days, and I'd like to keep it that way. That's alright for me. I don't dislike children, but, you know, at some point, what's the point, is my question to you. It's like giving food to a homeless man on the street. What do I really get out of it? Not a lot. Do you know what I mean? Okay, there's a brief moment where I'm like, oh, look at the good I've done. Yay me. Let's stroke my cock with glee and pride. But then once the cock stroking's over, it's all forgotten, and I'm down whatever I just gave him. So put it a £5. And that's not good, is it? No. Plus, you don't know why he's on the street. Laziness, unwillingness to get a job, some sort of tragic sickness, death in the family, messy divorce. I don't know. Messy divorce. Is there such a thing as a tidy divorce? Is that a thing? I'd like to see that. Are there any reported cases where like a rich woman got divorced by a man and he got half? Is that a thing? I don't know. Oh well, that was another top-notch fucking race finish for me. Oh! This is highly stressful. I might turn the difficulty down. I can't talk and play, you know what I mean? I can't play and play, to be honest. And I'm not going to lie to you boys, I'm a little upset because, in all fairness, my lemonade has gone flat. I know. I'll get through it, I've got a good therapist, but... I don't know, it's like a lost love, isn't it? You see it bubbling with fears, so happy, so alive, and the next moment it's just cold and still. Sad. How are you supposed to get turbo start? What? He's hitting me? That's not a thing. I've been playing the new Hitman game, which is absolutely brilliant. I would stream that, but my PC just isn't cut out for such things. So you have to take my word on it. It's really good. I would play an old Hitman game, but it's so wretchedly difficult that, you know, look, this is a baby's game and I'm struggling. Last thing I need is actual difficulty and challenge. I don't like challenge in any aspect of life. I want everything to be easy and or handed to me on a silver, golden or plastic platter. Can a platter, I don't know. Who doesn't want the easy life? I do. A lot of bastards don't, because they're just too busy hiking mountains and sucking their own cocks. And that's fine. You know, get the ribs removed, whatever it takes to pleasure yourself. That's, you know, that's on you. You know what makes you happy. That's the important thing. Josh Merritt, is that a real Formula 1 man name? How come darts players have got really cool names? Like Phil the Power Taylor. That's amazing. Or to be fair, his name probably is Phil Taylor. It's a very pub-goer name. But yeah, and these people have just got shitty names, like Bruno Senna. Who ever heard of that? Probably a lot of people. Jensen Button's a pretty good name. Button's an everyday object that you can relate to. I don't know if you can relate to a button. Something that holds together fabric. Oh shit. I literally went from first to retard in 3 seconds. That's this car's speed ratio. You can get you from 0 to retard in 0.3 seconds. Yeah, it's a goer. Good mileage. I've probably pointed this out before, but if you ever buy a car and someone tells you like, oh, it's a good little runner, good little runabout, that means that car's about to blow up. If you look for something to get you from A to B, that means it's about to blow up. And when someone says, I wouldn't sell it, but, that means it's about to blow up. And when they say it's their daughter's first car, that means, and they just got a new one, that means it's about to blow up. So, keep that in mind. If you ever buy a really cheap, shitty car. Well, to be fair, if you buy a cheap, shitty car, it's going to blow up anyway. As I've recently fallen victim to the death of a car, I feel I can speak on this topic. I actually had I had my car, right? I had a shitty old car. It was working perfectly fine. And this fucking moron, idiot woman, an idiot woman, not all women are idiots, but this one was. This woman who's an idiot, the idiot woman, went into the back of me for no apparent reason when I was stationary at fucking traffic lights, wiped out my shitty old car, and I replaced it with a less shitty car, which is equally old, and that one blew up. So now I'm carless. You know, where's the justice in the world? She's dead. She's not dead. She's dead. She's not dead. She should be dead. If there was such a thing as karma, her head would have exploded. But there isn't. And now I've got no fucking car. And that trust fund cunt is probably driving around some slick Beamer. Well, how's that fair? If you want to buy me a car, by the way, send me a private message. You can PayPal me the funds. Do it as a gift, and then PayPal won't take anything off the top. About that. So, you know, there's something for you to think about. Don't like, comment, subscribe. Buy me a vehicle. Much easier. You have to do all that unnecessary clicking and commenting. I don't know. At some point, you know, maybe don't buy cheap cars is the lesson to be learnt here. But I haven't got the money to buy a not cheap car. So, at this point, I'm just carless. Which, at 32, I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend being carless at 22, because it's shit. It neuters you. It neuters you. Your sense of independence and freedom is chopped off at the scrotum. You don't want it, trust me. At least I won, though. Like that. Is this the end of this video? I think we can safely say, possibly. Oh! Podium! This is it. This is definitely the end now. We're leaving on a high note. What's he so happy about? No, this is typical of today's society. Congratulations! You were second first! Wow! You were 11th best! Yep. That's right, and I'm the best. Suck that. All men are created equal except for me, who's way more equal than everyone else, because I fucking won. Yep. F1, racing, stars, always ultra, whatever the fuck. Always ultra. That's like a tampon, isn't it? Who they say first? Always ultra. To avoid those messy incidents. I don't know. And they got that blue chemical that they pour in everything. Because no one wants to see blood and think about vaginas and blood. But now you are. And on that bombshell, I think it's time to end this video. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I don't give a shit.